At 7:45 this morning, county offices in Clark County began receiving bomb threats, talking about pipe bombs. These are threats that also referenced Haitians. There was the whole essence of the threats were the Haitians should be out, get rid of the Haitians. These are similar to bomb threats that have been received in other states, in other locations. Similar type rhetoric. I have no idea if it's the same people, but it's a similar type rhetoric. As a direct result of that, well, excuse me, the other thing, it was mentioned, these threats. After that, the suspicious packages were found outside the municipal court and the public safety building in Springfield. As a result, that area was cordoned off by the police department, the sheriff's office, and as also a result, because of these threats, the threats were specifically to county buildings and also to schools. And because of that, that area was cordoned off, and the city schools have been closed for today. The FBI is now involved in this. In two different locations, duffel bags were found in the city, in those two locations. And so, law enforcement has to take this very, very seriously. This is a despicable act. It's caused kids to miss a whole day of school today for the city. We have been involved, Governor's office, public safety. We've also been involved and made our school safety office available to our local schools. And the bomb squad from Dayton has been called. They are on the scene, and we don't have any results yet that I'm aware of in regard to those those examinations of those duffel bags. So that's kind of what I know, at least at this point.
Can I ask a follow-up on that?
Yeah.
Obviously, a little over a year ago, we kind of went through a similar thing in Springfield and Clark County with some threats. It sounds like this one you actually have some tangible items that they located, but is there any concern that this could devolve into something similar where we have multiple days or even weeks of threats, and how would we kind of approach that?
Well, copycats or threats always occur. If you remember, about a year ago, we determined that most of those threats were coming from overseas. Obviously, this took an actor here or from who was able to get here to place those two duffel bags that we have found at this point. So they're different in that respect. We know that somebody is involved who is here locally. But yes, we certainly could have copycat threats. It's hard to tell what will happen. But we will do whatever we need to do to keep the schools open, as we did a year ago. Anybody got anything else?
I do. One more question about,
Sure.
There was a ruling on Friday with relations to the agents and TPS that any sort of Homeland Security move that would require agents to come to this area, they'd have to disclose it ahead of time. Are you familiar with that ruling on Friday and kind of how they wanted to know, or the court was mandating that they know the numbers of ICE agents if they are going to?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. I did not see that. I'll have to take a look at that.
I guess your impression of the circuit's rulings as far as when it comes to Homeland Security and the situation in Springfield.
Well, I think the most important decision, of course, was from the judge in Washington, D.C., which extended the temporary protected status going forward. Of course, the administration has said they are going to appeal that. So we are really at a point where we don't know, what will happen next. But the important fact is that the Haitians who are here under TPS are still here legally under that, and they can still be employed at this point. The Homeland Security has told us, told the governor's office, that they will notify us if in fact they are going to make any kind of surge into Clark County. They told us that we would have at least 24-hour notice, maybe longer, but it would probably not be a lot of notice. And so, of course, if in fact that occurs, and if we get that notice, then of course we will notify people and be prepared for that. We've already had conversations and meetings with the Sheriff's Office and with the Springfield Police Department, Clark County Sheriff and Springfield Police Department, working with our Ohio State Highway Patrol. So if we ever do see a surge from ICE come in here, our focus will remain what it always is, and that is to help the local police department and the local sheriff's office to keep order and keep people safe. That's our main concern, is to keep people safe, and we will do everything that we have to do that, and I have confidence, frankly, that we're going to be able to do that. But again, we do not have any indication that ICE is coming in, other than their normal, what they will consider their normal picking people up. I mean, they're doing that all over the state of Ohio, so that they have told us will continue. So, you know, my position as governor is that we need to keep the peace, and we're going to do everything that we can to protect people, protect people's constitutional rights to demonstrate or to express their opinion, but also, you know, keep people safe, and that's what our focus is going to remain on. Anybody else? Anything else? So, you know, I would expect, you know, once the Dayton Bomb Squad knows what the situation is, that will be made public. So.